We've got over 500 vehicle tests on this channel, and almost all of them have headlight tests, so if you want to see how the lights on your vehicle work, this is the right place to be. Lexus sent us a UX 300h hybrid test drive, and we did a full road test video on this, posted on YouTube, but here we're doing headlight test only, a night drive. It says on the price sticker, buy LED headlights and LED tail lamps. So here it is, and this is what the headlights look like. Appears to be just one bulb in there. So let's take it out and see what happens. It's dark enough. Let's take these headlights out and see what they're doing. Got the low beams on right now. And the high beam. Brighter, but don't see any extra bulbs lighting up. Here's what the rear looks like. All the way across the board. Won't miss that. Here we have the emergency flashers. Kind of on the small side. Have some on the mirrors. Can you see them? I don't. Being drowned out by the headlights. Yeah, these front ones are pretty weak. Style before function. Small, but at least these are brighter. The camera system's large enough, decent quality. And if you watch my videos, I cannot stand auto-dimming mirrors unless they have a disconnect switch, because I don't want to drive in heavy city traffic with blacked out glass. It's not safe, in my humble opinion. Unfortunately, we have no disconnect switch. Putting a piece of transparent tape over the sensor hole can block it out completely if you put a lot of tape, or if you put just a little bit, can lighten it up a bit. Here's what the gauge cluster looks like. Well designed, but in the dark you can see it, but in the daytime you have a lot of reflections on this plastic cover, which you will see if you watch our daytime video test, which you should. We'll have a link for that at the end of this video. Since this is an F Sport, it gives you normal, eco, sport, sport plus, comfort modes. In doing so, gives you different gauge clusters. A little light show for you. For your 50 grand. Alright, let's cut to the chase and get the headlight testing done. I got the high beams on right now. Not much of a wide spread, decent in the middle. Go low beam. Very, very low. A lot lower on the left with some weird dark spots. We'll check that out later. And this is a 50-50 system. You get all the light on the bottom and absolutely nothing above, which is a nightmare when you're entering dips, especially on backcountry roads. I do not like this. And it seems to be a trait on all of the Lexus models for 24 and 25. And if we turn the steering wheel, we have side marker lights for parking in dark, dingy streets or parking lots, so you don't run over the winos. Alright, long distance, high beam. Okay in the center, but not much else around. And go to low beam. Way too low in my opinion, and you see the dark spots, little blotches on the left. I don't know what that's all about. I'm not impressed. Let's go to a longer distance. And here I'm in a slight dip, and you see how the headlights are already disappearing on low beam. If you're driving on backcountry roads, this can be very, very problematic. See the dark spots here. The little black blob. We had some other vehicles that do the same thing. As I've said before, it takes around 175 feet to stop a car at freeway speed, so we have 400 feet here. High beam does reach out. Not much of a spread though. Nothing on the right. Not much on the left. Go low beam. Now we have a bunch of little dark spots. 1, 2, 3 on the left. Does not reach out at all. We're looking around 60 feet on the left, about 130 feet on the right. If I was driving on the highway right now, I would not be able to see what's ahead of me. I'd be overdriving the headlights. I do not like this at all. And here we have a speed bump. I'm resting my rear tires on. Look how the headlights are disappearing like 30 feet away. So out here in the sticks and high beam, I can see adequately. Low beam, I can't see squat. I don't know what's around the curves. You have those black spots. Look how far the cutoff is, or how should I say short it is. Like about 35 feet. Can't see anything above that. And here we're going up a hill. What's beyond the 40 feet? I can't see anything. Could be an elephant out there. High beams, that isn't helping. I see a building over there. I do not like these low beams at all. I think I might have said that already. What's interesting is all the Toyotas I've tested this year have excellent headlights. That's their sister brand of Lexus, which gives us less expensive cars. And on all the Lexus vehicles I've been testing lately, most of them anyway, I've been getting horrible headlight performance. You're paying more for a Lexus, you should get better headlights, I would think, but that doesn't seem to be the case. Let's do some back street driving in a dark, dingy street. High beam. Low beam is just disappearing way too much. Especially when you step on the brakes and the front end dips. The road dead ends here. If I was driving at 50, 60 miles per hour, I would not see this until it's too late. This is pathetic. And the people on YouTube that test these cars, they drive them at night. They know these headlights aren't that hot. Why don't they say something? Because they're shill testers, that's why. And here we're reaching out to around 30 feet. People often ask me, are these headlights adjustable? Well, maybe, maybe not. What they don't understand is the dealer's not going to adjust them for you, because to raise them up will be out of spec, and they won't do that because of liability. So you need to find a good independent shop if you want to see if these can be raised or adjusted. In the meantime, that concludes our headlight test night drive. You want to see the full road test with the fuel economy numbers, the real ones. Here's the test coming up. Here's the link. Click and watch.